You don't need more confidence. You need proof. Proof that when you tell yourself you're actually going to do something, you actually follow through. A lot of people believe confidence is something you either have or you don't. They look at someone who speaks with certainty, walks into a room without fear, starts businesses, creates content, takes risks, and seems completely comfortable being seen. And they think, oh, I wish I had that kind of confidence. But what they don't see is everything that happened before that person became confident. They don't see the days that person was afraid. They don't see the mistakes. They don't see the embarrassment. They don't see the times they failed, looked foolish, got rejected, or questioned whether they were good enough. Confidence usually isn't something people are born with. It's something they build, and it's built through evidence. Evidence that you can survive failure. Evidence that you can learn. Evidence that you can improve. Evidence that you can keep going even when things don't work out the first time. You don't become confident by sitting alone and convincing yourself that you're powerful enough. You become confident by doing difficult things and realizing they didn't destroy you. You become confident by entering situations you once avoided, by having the conversation, making a phone call, applying for the opportunity, uploading the video, walking to the gym, by trying again after failing. Confidence comes from action. But most people are waiting to feel confident before they act. They tell themselves, I'll start when I'm ready. I'll speak when I know exactly what to say. I'll apply once I have more experience. I'll go to the gym once I lose a little weight. I'll post the content once I'm better on camera. But readiness is often just another word for fear. You keep waiting for a feeling that only comes after you begin. The confidence you want is on the other side of the action you keep avoiding. You can't think your way into becoming fearless. You have to move while you are afraid. You have to take the shaky first step. You have to accept that your first attempt probably won't be perfect. Your voice might sound nervous. Your hands might shake. You might forget what you wanted to say. You might make mistakes in front of people, and that's okay. Because the goal is not to look perfect. The goal is to become stronger. Every time you move through discomfort, you show yourself that fear doesn't control you. And once you begin proving that to yourself, your identity starts to change. You stop seeing yourself as someone who always backs down. You stop seeing yourself as someone who can't handle pressure. You stop seeing yourself as someone who needs permission from the outside world. You start seeing yourself as someone who acts, someone who adapts, someone who figures things out, someone who can be trusted. And that last part matters because real confidence is built on self-trust. If you don't trust yourself, it doesn't matter how many motivational videos you watch. It doesn't matter how many affirmations you repeat. It doesn't matter how many times someone tells you that you have potential. Deep down, you will still doubt yourself if your actions continue proving that your word means nothing. Think about how many promises you've made to yourself. You said you were going to wake up earlier. You said you were going to stop wasting money. You said you were going to leave that situation. You said you were going to stop procrastinating. You said you were going to take your life seriously, but then the moment came. You were tired. You were uncomfortable. You weren't in the mood. Something distracted you, and you decided that the promise could wait. Once may not seem as serious. But when it happens repeatedly, your mind starts to pay attention. Every broken promise sends a message. It tells you, oh, my word doesn't matter. I don't finish what I start. I can't depend on myself. And after enough broken promises, you begin losing confidence. Not because you aren't capable, but because you've collected too much evidence against yourself. You have trained your mind to doubt you. So how do you reverse it? You don't fix it by making an even bigger promise. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They feel disappointed with themselves, so they create an extreme plan. They say they're gonna wake up at 4 a.m, work out every day, read 50 pages, stop eating everything they enjoy, save every dollar, start a business, and completely transform their lives in 30 days. For a few days, they feel unstoppable. Then they miss one day. One missed day becomes two. Two becomes a week. And now, they're back where they started. Except now they trust themselves even less. You don't rebuild self-trust through dramatic promises. You rebuild it through promises you consistently keep. Start small. Choose something simple enough that excuses become difficult. 10 minutes of exercise, 5 pages of reading, 20 minutes spent learning a valuable skill, 1 page written, 1 video recorded. The action might seem small, but the action itself is not the most important part. The most important part is the message it sends to your mind. Every time you follow through, you tell yourself, I do what I say. My word means something. I can rely on myself. I'm becoming disciplined. You also have to stop measuring your beginning against someone else's middle. A lot of insecurity comes from comparison. You see someone who's been training for 10 years and feel embarrassed because you're just entering the gym. You see someone who has created hundreds of videos and judge yourself because you feel awkward making your first one. You see someone who spent years building a career and convince yourself that you're behind. But you're comparing your first chapter to someone else's 10th. Of course, they look more confident. They have more evidence. They have experienced much more. They have failed more times. They have had so many more opportunities to improve. That doesn't mean they're more capable than you. It means they've exposed themselves to more situations that allowed them to grow. They have more repetition. The only way to become comfortable speaking is to speak. The only way to become comfortable leading is to lead. The only way to become comfortable taking risks is to take risks. There's no shortcut. You have to experience it in order to grow. At some point, you have to stop studying courage and start practicing it. You have to accept that confidence will sometimes look like showing up while feeling completely unconfident, and it looks like being nervous but moving anyway. It'll look like hearing doubt in your mind but refusing to obey it. It'll look like failing and returning the next day like it never happened. That's real confidence, not the absence of fear, but the ability to act without needing fear to disappear. And understand this, you don't need to prove yourself to everyone. You don't need everyone to understand your vision because they won't. You don't need people to applaud before you begin because that's just a fairy tale. You don't need permission from people who aren't living the life that you want to live. The most important person you need to convince is yourself. You need to become someone whose actions create undeniable evidence. When you know how much work you've done, you stop begging people to believe in you.